Hello, Joachim Samuelsson, CEO of Crunchfish. Good to see you today.
Good to see you, Alf.
You have released a very interesting press release this morning, and I would like to ask you a few questions to better understand its significance. Now, for years, you have been working towards making digital cash solutions work efficiently in offline mode. And this morning, the innovation you have announced, it looks like a step back towards online digital cash payments. Could you explain the logic behind this move?
Yeah, it's still digital cash. What we do, we have been focused on offline, as you say, because we thought that cash, works without any online connectivity. But there are some other features of cash that actually requires then online to make it work. And one of those is that if you can just receive. If someone give you a banknote, 100 krona, you receive it, and then you don't have to prepare. You can just receive it, and to make that work digitally in a secure way, we need online. So it is very much the same solution that we are using, but we are allowing the receiver. This is one aspect of this new innovation. That on the receiving side, we don't have to ask you to prepare anything. And you can still trust that you have received some value in that transaction. And that creates a heck of a lot of flexibility for our solution. But it's also, as I said, other aspects is that we can also do it on the payer side, that you don't have to download anything to start actually paying using digital cash. So online payments exist today. That's what everybody's doing. But we're helping them by complementing online payment solution with our quite unique here digital cash way of doing digital cash, which I think has a lot of benefits. You can onboard people into your system very easily. You can be private. We provide interoperability. We provide instant verification. And that's important because there are some complex systems that at the moment of payment, moment of purchase, it takes time. But with our solution, you get an instant verification as step one. And then we deal with the moving between accounts as the second step. And that's where we are getting help from the payment services to do that. But our solution is a great complement for a lot of reasons.
But if you could explain a little bit, let us assume that I am either a vendor or a private person, and you want to pay me in digital cash, which I have not yet signed up for. What will your solution look like from my perspective?
Look at our payments. It's like sending you a message, and you can receive it anywhere. This could be, I can send it to your email account. I can send it to your, in Messenger on, using Facebook, or could be to your anywhere really. You just need a handle, something private, something which identifies this is sort of you, and you get a message there. In that message, there is a clickable link. If you trust me, Alf, you don't maybe have to even click it because you trust that, you know where I live, Alf, so you go chase me if, this was not a legit payment. But if you want to do it securely, you can just click on that link, and then online you will check whether that received payment is actually a legit payment. But just look at it like we are making payments like just like a message, which you can verify using your online capability. Later on, if you want to have the ability to verify it as well offline, like we have been talking about for a year, well then you can download that capability. Instead of that you have to look it up online, you can have it ready to you. But you can do that if you want to, if you need that, by being able to receive payments in an offline mode. Otherwise, you just take it. We give you also what is interesting for the onboarding, because in that message, if you're not onboarded, we will give you an opportunity from the payment service that if you want to onboard, become a customer of that payment service or that bank or whoever is sort of the issuer of this digital cash, then this is sort of an easy sign-up procedure. So we help you that in the second step, after you have received this money this message that you trust to that you've been paid. If you want to then exchange that, deposit that, then you need to hook up to say a payment service provider or a bank. So we help you with that process as well. So there are essentially two links: one to verify the payment, that you can trust it, and secondly, if you're not onboarded, you get an easy way to set up an account with say a bank or whoever is the issuer of our digital cash service.
I see. Now, does this innovation in any way change your business model for digital cash?
Not really. I would say it complements it. I think we have been talking about that. We can have a subscription model for offline payments that you pay per month having this service. That's still there, and you can look at if we add the ability to also then do online payments for a payment service provider, offering this opportunity to their customers that they can pay offline. Well, now all of a sudden they can pay online as well, and either there is a subscription model for the service provider, payment service provider for that as well. We could segment it in a different way. We could potentially also be looking at charging per transaction, but it could also be subscription based. The other opportunity, I think, is that they are interested in onboarding more customers, to get more customers into their bank or their payment service. And I know they have some sort of they have a metric of how much does it cost them to onboard customers. We may have an opportunity to get some kickback, because this is an extremely efficient way to expand your customer base by onboarding to new customers. They just receive a message for anyone who has this service, and then they could potentially be onboarded. So maybe a kickback on onboarding as well is possible here. But essentially, it's the same model. It is subscription based, based on how much many are using our service in some way, a monthly fee. But I think it's interesting to look at the onboarding, because I think it's an important aspect that people are interested in order to have as many customers as possible, really.
Mm-hmm. And do you have any particular geographies in mind with this new innovation, or do you see it rolled as a global solution?
This is definitely global as well, Alf. Definitely global. We are. It's still digital cash. It's just that if you look at it this way, that you have a payment service in one layer, without they having to install any SDKs or any of our software components for offline use, they can get going. We have created a layer which is sort of is very secure for them, starting with something they know, online payments in a way. We're adding that to them. Then as another layer, we have still our offline piece, which is sort of great for if you want to be able to do things offline. But it's not like it's two separate products. This is extremely complementary. It's not either or, offline or online. This is definitely both. It's still one product. It's just that it's we just added the ability to roll it out much faster, I think, and also providing the opportunity to even pay online and to verify things online. But still the same product, digital cash.
Well, it sounds very exciting, Joachim. So thank you very much for answering my questions today, and have a great day, the rest of your day.
Thank you, Alf. Thank you. Thanks for asking.
Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye.